Kábíyèsí, Aláàfin, ikú ti gbà o, ìlú ti ṣọ̀fọ̀fọ̀, ó dìgbà bàbá wa.
In Lagos, if you wake up and your landlord is dead, the first thing you do is check if the rent receipt is in your hand. In the ancient kingdom of Ife-Ijebu, when the king died, the first thing the council did was check if his brother's hand was already hovering over the crown. The palace of Ife-Ijebu was not just a place of governance, it was the heartbeat of the Yoruba spirit. King Adewale III, known affectionately as Arara, Wonder, was a man whose laughter could fill the Oba's market and whose wrath could silence a leaking roof. He was a builder, a modernizer, a father who spoiled his only son, Prince Adedamola, with toy wooden horses and tales of their warrior ancestors. But the gods, in their infinite mischief, sometimes plucked the ripest fruit just to annoy the farmer. It was a dry Tuesday. King Adewale had just returned from commissioning a new cassava processing plant, a venture he was immensely proud of. He complained of a slight headache, laid his head on the ceremonial pillow embroidered with the faces of his forefathers, and simply stopped breathing. The silence that followed was the loudest thing the palace had ever heard. The Iyalode, chief of women, let out a wail that shattered 3 nearby gods. The Balogun, chief war chief, drew his sword and pointed it at the sky, asking the gods what kind of joke this was. And in the corner, quietly, stood Prince Adedamola. He was 7 years old, holding a toy horse, watching his father's body being fanned by distraught maidens. He didn't cry. He just stared at the crown that had fallen from his father's head and now lay on the floor, spinning slowly like a top about to stop. In the shadows of the throne room, his uncle, Prince Bamidele, his father's younger brother, watched the spinning crown too. He was a tall man with a smile that never reached his eyes. He was the smart one, the one who went to England to study economics but came back with a degree in resentment. He always felt he should have been king. He was more educated, he argued with his mirrors, and more worldly. The kingmakers gathered in a frantic, sweaty huddle. The Ifa priests threw their palm nuts. The verdict was swift. The kingdom could not be headless. The heir was a child who still believed his toy horse could fly. "We will install Prince Bamidele as the regent," the Araba, chief priest, announced, his voice carrying the weight of tradition. "He will hold the throne, guide the prince, and when the boy comes to age at 25, the crown will return to its rightful root." Bamidele stepped forward, placed his hand on the lifeless chest of his brother, and swore an oath that echoed through the rafters. "I am but a caretaker.